Hey, I'm Kev Camelot. Welcome back to Valentino Rossi the game. So counter down and getting away in our rally car around the Misano circuit and the version 2 rally course.
In right 3 opens 30.
As we're going through the first section of the lap, and it's like the tricky
Into
section.
left 2, into left 2, into right 2.
There we go,
Keep
getting
right,
away.
Double chicane.
So we're starting this. So with 4 wheels instead of 2. We're hoping to do well for once in these rally events. Yeah, we got a bit better at the Monza Rally
Left 2 minus.
last season, but normally I'm pretty shy at these. As that shows.
4. Keep left single chicane.
Didn't give us any time penalties though. This is all about carrying that speed through the chicanes.
150.
We're not too bad though, so far.
Left.
In
Single
second.
chicane.
Let's see if we can keep it up.
200.
Didn't want to hit that hay bell though.
Right 3. Into
Well,
left
thankfully it
2,
was a hay bell. Not so bad.
into right 2 narrows 30. Hairpin right. Into hairpin left 50. Right 5.
As I almost forgot what button was the handbrake there.
In right 4. In right 2. Long 30. Keep right. Left 3 minus.
Just like taking a shortcut there, so it's still second.
200.
But only by a couple of tenths of a second.
Left 3. 200.
Oh, I could have taken that in
Double
fourth.
chicane.
It's no real corner of this car.
150.
So there we go, carrying the speed through the chicanes now.
Caution.
Very comfortable with the rally car
5. Into hairpin
at the
left.
moment.
Into hairpin right. Right 3. Into left 2. 50. End.
No, I forgot to change up the gear. God damn it. I was pressing B instead of A. It's so annoying you can't change the controls, that's it, for the rally car. But we still won though, ahead of Rossi by just about half a second. As you get some prizes, improve some skills as well. I don't know how this improves our skills for like our bike, but apparently it does. Cornering, biking, and physical condition, almost there, up to 87. As that was a successful outing around Misano, but now we're going back to 2 wheels and the Silverstone circuit, and back to our Ducati, hoping to repeat what we did in Brno.
Hello from Silverstone.
As you've got a nice sunny Silverstone. Got unusual to see, isn't it? As I said, I'm recording on a beautiful sunny day, but recent years we have had rain round here for the MotoGP. I think it was 2015 when Rossi won the one in the wet from Petrucci. As we get Woodcote terribly wrong. There we go for that round Silverstone on the MotoGP bikes. Trying to hook up Cops, and now towards Maggots and Beckett. Breaking all the way through that first left. And just following the pattern. And then Chapel's slightly different here. As you can see. Bit tighter in the exit. It's a bit annoying. I would like it to be normal layout, but I guess that's for safety. So now we go down the hang straight and into Stowe with second gear once again. And I think I maybe confused Bruno's at times with Silverstone here, because it is around 2 minutes here. As you can see with Hector Barber's time. But we're going to be under 2 minutes as we go through Club. We've got the Spargo there. 59.9. Going under it on the Suzuki. Let's go through Abbey. And now through the loop. There's Village. Here's the actual loop. Hairpin. Keeping it in second. Now through Aintree onto the Wellington Straight. Keeping the speed up and they're going 1.5 seconds faster so far. As we approach Brooklands. Braking very early. You need to brake where the curve appears. On the outside. Here we go through the field. Going wide, hoping to catch the apex late like you do the four-wheeled cars. And then through Woodcote, slight lift. We're keeping it inside the track limits, unlike we did on our warm-up. And a 57.7. Looking very good so far. Let's go back to the pit, skip the time. And of course we're through Q1 alongside the Suzuki of Alicia Spargo. So very happy with that. Let's give us the reputation VR points, improve our physical condition and body position. Let's see if we can do that in Q2. So here we go. Try and repeat what we did. Get into the 57s. I think we have a very good shot at getting another pole on this Ducati. Qualifying really has been our forte. It's been the races where we've had to get it together. But we definitely have got so much better than the beginning of the season. And the Ducati tyre wear seems to be so much better as well. Not really an issue. Anymore with improved rider skills, our physical condition, our body position, cornering, everything seems to help. So we've improved that, as you could probably take that first corner around 100 miles per hour. Around Cops, taking a bit easy. There's no braking to make it some Beckett's, and almost losing it. So tried to back the bike in. Rear wheels almost said no there. So we go on to the hanger straight, nice and smooth. As Valentino does our 59 for that. Let's see if we can go a bit faster than that. Down to second, into Stoke. Got to be careful getting on the power too early there. You can run wide. There's right. Got a bit wrong. Into Vale. Now through Club. The modified Club since 2010. I really do prefer the version before that. It's such a challenge. It's so much more fun. So go for Abbey, which is probably the one corner that they've modified, which is actually more fun than the old version. But it does make me still miss Bridging Priory though. Crazy going down the hill and up the hill at like 150, 60 miles per hour in an F1 car. As we're a second ahead of Rossi so far. Looks like we just might sneak into the 59s. So once again braking a bit early into Brooklands. Here you go, hooking up the apex at Luffield a bit early. We're staying tight this time. Get a bit screedy on the power on the exit, and very screedy. Going through Woodcote was slight lift. We probably could have taken that flat out. There we go, across the line, a 58 for that. You are second ahead of the Doctor. No, we definitely do not want to restart the session. As we skip time. And we take another pole ahead of Marquez and Lorenzo. The Doctor's in fourth. Finoni fifth, Dovizioso sixth. Then the Suzuki pair, Pedrosa 9th, Quattro 10th, and then the Tech 3 Yamaha pair. So, another beautiful qualifying session for Kev Camelot. Can we repeat it once again in the race to improve our throttle management ahead of it?
Hello to all the viewers tuning in. We're here in England at the Silverstone circuit, where the 12th race of the MotoGP World Championship is about to begin.
So we've got some cloudy conditions for the race. Says Kev Camelot very happy with another pole on his Ducati. I say it's around half the rounds now taking pole. Almost one half the rounds as well. As we try and charge from a very poor beginning to the season, as there's Rabat at the back.
Everything's ready for the race to start now. We're just waiting for those lights to go out, and the riders will take these last few seconds to focus on the race ahead.
There we go, building the revs on the start-finish line. The old start-finish line. So the national start-finish line it is. Compared to the normal circuit, this isn't 8-lap race, it is a long race ahead of us. We managed to take the whole shot ahead of Marquez and Lorenzo and charge towards Maggots and Beggots on this first lap. Braking very early, working up the apexes beautifully. As Lorenzo has passed Marquez behind. And now slowly building speed up through the modified exit of Beckett's through Chapel and onto this hangar straight. That was beautifully done. It's into Stowe. So you to brake yourself, run wide on the exit. Worked out beautifully on this first lap. Now trying to hook up the apexes here. Very long race, Silverstone. Got to be careful of these tyres. You know, tyre wear has improved recently. I say in our qualifying effort, but 1.5 second lead on Lorenzo behind. Can maybe afford to back off in the second half of this race. Will be very helpful. Dobby up into third off the back of his podium in Brno. Great to see we've got some backup behind. So we're a bit wide into the loop. But allows us to get on the power slightly early through Aintree. Now down the Wellington straight, we gun it as we got a 2-second lead on Lorenzo behind. Once again, breaking a bit early into Brooklands, but it seems to be good for us. Breaking slightly earlier as we can carry the speed through the corner and then make a good run towards left field, even though we run wide slightly. They compromise ourselves on the exits. Rossi powers his way into third. Head of Dovey through Woodcote and across the line for the first lap of the race. We've got over a 2-second lead on Lorenzo behind. There's these cloudy skies ahead. It's got Dobby back into third ahead of Rossi. Good to see. We've got Ducati Yamaha fight right at the front here. You know, we're trying to power away at the front. From Lorenzo behind, almost 3-second lead now. Wonder where the Hondas are then, in relation to the Suzuki's behind. Going slightly wide into Stowe. But we managed to hook up the apex, which is the most important part. So there we go, that's how you hook up Vale. And you thought it's annoying waiting for the power when you're driving, say, F1 2016, that section in those cars, well, it's even more of a pain than the bikes. It's a bit like that Assen double right for the fast section at the end of that. You've got to be so patient. But even with us having the pace around, we're easing into the corners. Should hopefully help the tyre wear later. Not spinning up the tyres too much, I feel like, so far, because it's going to change as the race goes on. And they've got 4-second lead behind. Looking slightly later. Only by a couple of metres, but made a big change there. As Rossi's up into second, Iannoni's into play now. In the podium places. Go on, Iannoni. Teammates really helping you out. Battling with the Yamaha pair behind. To go across the line. It's at 57.4. Much better than our qualifying effort. And they got 4.5 seconds ahead of Rossi, the guy we do not want in second though. We want a Ducati podium here. Like we almost got in Brno. Shame that Iannoni just missed out. It's got over a 4-second lead on this third lap. Yeah, it's going to be another boring race. easing it into the corners nicely. I might have to up the difficulty to realistic, it feels like. Because I'm not making any of those silly mistakes anymore. With our improved rider skills, improved tyre wear, not really being so much of an issue now. I can ride how I like for the whole of the race, and that seems to have made a huge difference. Compared to, say, Jerez, where I really got caught up in the midfield battle. And trying to save the tyres at the end. Now, looking pretty good. Especially helps when we're fast in qualifying, of course. So I also have this clean run in the race. Because we were a bit all over the spot in qualifying at the beginning. And now we got a run of poles, apart from, of course, Austria. We were a bit of a mess, and that shows that, once again, if I'm in the pack, I do kind of struggle at times, but Austria's a circuit I really am learning. It's a circuit that Ian only knows well, as he's up into second place behind past Rossi. That's what we want to see. But yeah, it seems like I'm getting to grips with Austria now. I'm banting the Rossi game, so that should bode well for MotoGP 17 has got almost 6 second leader now. The Yamaha pair ahead, Vinoni and Dovi. Disappointing to see. So we're only halfway through this race. Got a long way to go still. Got a long way to manage these tyres. Tyre wear does seem to be a bit worse around here. It was, especially that Moto2 race that I referenced last season. But that was in changeable conditions as well. I know it seems in MotoGP, changeable conditions actually help the tyre wear. But yeah, we really did struggle with the tyres at the end of that race. As Lorenzo gets past Iannone, Iannone being a scratch, being an itch for the Yamaha pair behind. I wonder what happened to Dovi though. Has he fallen back? It looks like Rossi's clear in second at the moment with Lorenzo and Iannone battling. Very safe though. In the power here. And slightly wide. Through the loop. Shouldn't matter too much though. So keep it in check, getting on the power. Most important thing now for a race. Managing these tyres. Braking slightly later. When the curve appears, normally I'll brake at that white marker just before it. Doesn't seem to hurt us too much going into Brooklands. Let's go very slow through the field. Now Rossi's down the third, Lorenzo up to second. No, yeah. I am reading it right behind, as we're just consistently powering in these 57s. It is almost Lorenzo-esque at the front, isn't it? His pomp at Yamaha. Whereas we're almost 8 seconds ahead of the Spaniard behind. So of course they're going to take points off Rossi and perhaps take the championship lead. If it works out. It's been very consistent in that first sector, always around the 22 flats. Of course that carries around the whole of the lap as well, as you're seeing. So you brake when the curve appears on the left hand side there for Stowe. Very careful getting on the power out of it. Again, it's all about braking when the curve appears, it feels like, in this game, so milestone kind of helping you out there. At least on MotoGP level. So go very careful on the power through the international straight. And past the Silverstone when we go. Which I actually don't mind looking at Silverstone ring. I know it's had its detractors, but looks alright. Just a shame they had to remodel the circuit round it. So that's not what we want. First signs of unrest from the tyres. Got to be careful with this. So go down the Wellington straight. Towards Brooklands, easing it in second gear. Braking again at that white marker now. Had our fun braking when the curve appears, but now we're going back to the safer option. It's Lorenzo and Rossi battling behind podium places. There goes Iannone, that's it. Go on, Andrea. Let's go slightly wide in Woodcote. Not what we want. So you drop into the 58s. We've got a comfortable enough lead, I feel, that we can lap in those times. Maybe in the 59s. So we are on lap 6. 3 laps from the end. You can see why Silverstone is a bit of a mare on the tyres, or can be. Some heavy braking, high speed sections, second, third gear corners where you have to carry the speed into them. You know, it's very tough on the tyres, just like for the F1 cars or GT cars, prototypes. Even though in the World Endurance Championship they actually make tyres that last. Pretty damn good. Michelin and Dunlop and whoever else is making them. As Iannone he's not giving up this battle. He's up into second. That's it, Iannone. That's what we want. He's got an almost 9-second lead over our teammate. Last race it was Dovi, this race it's Iannone, and it's like he's giving the Yamaha pair behind a headache. So this is where we spun at the tyres last lap. Seemed to be much better, even though we went slightly wide in the loop again. But again, into that split, 26-7, just like the last lap. That's what we need to keep doing. As Rossi takes back second from Iannone. And the Silverstone circuit has provided some great MotoGP races in the past. I mentioned that wet race in 2015 with Rossi. Petrucci. I remember Jack Miller being very good early in the race as well. Crashed into his teammate Cal Crutcher, if I remember correctly. So we'll go once again in the 58s. It's on to penultimate lap of the race. And look at that tyre wear in the bottom right. Going away quite a lot from our fight tyres, even though we've basically been managing them since the second lap. Maybe it's just built into the game around here, I'm not sure, but slightly wide. Don't want to do that. There's Marquez in third. Here comes the Spaniard, here comes the Honda charge. That's what we need against the Yamaha pair. Got a cracking battle going on behind. And fantastic to see. It's Ducati, Yamaha and Honda battling behind us. And hopefully, Ducati and Honda win out. Even though it looks like the Yamaha is doing it at the moment. With Lorenzo in second. Oh, here we go. Tyres have had enough. This penultimate lap. But be very careful now. Keep it in third gear into Abbey. But I think we've got enough of a lead that we shouldn't have to worry about behind. Look at that, 8.4 seconds. You can see I'm being very careful on the power through this section. So easy to spin up the tyres there, and you can see dropped to 27.7 now. So he dropped into the 59s. I think that's matching the pace behind, so not too badly. You know, this tyre wear is affecting us at the moment. Even look at it, we've got virtually no front tyre, apparently. So get out of the left field. And there goes Marquez past Rossi. That's very good for the championship. So he dropped into the 2 minutes. 2-minute flat. Goes on to the final lap of the race. Round Silverstone. And it's all about tyre wear, tyre management, and staying on this thing. Keeping it in second through Maggots. Now Beckett. Keep it in second. Short shift to third as we get on the power down Hanger straight. I wish we could have in like the bottom left a little view of the battle that's raging behind. Between Dovi, Iannone, Marquez, Rossi and Lorenzo. It sounds like a heck of a battle for second. And there it goes. Rossi past Marquez. Does that mean Lorenzo's got away in third? No, it doesn't. Oh, second. There's Rossi's past him. Not what you want to see. Not what Lorenzo wants to see, obviously. It feels like that battle's going to rage to the line. This battle for the win was over after the first couple of corners, I think. We get very gently onto the power. Oh, tyre's really not liking it on this final lap, as we do have no front tyre. But we matched the pace from our previous lap, because instead of just gaining tenths of a second on me in this final lap. So we're in cruise control through the fields and through to another winner's Marcus takes second. That's what we want to see. Oh, Lorenzo takes third though. He's dropped to fourth. He's going through Woodcote and go across the line and take another victory on the Ducati. We have certainly got the pace this year, but we left ourselves too much to do after that poor opening to the season, as we won by 10 seconds from Rossi. No! Oh, the Yamaha pair won out in that battle. Lorenzo third, Ian only fourth, Marcus fifth, Pedrosa sixth, Davizioso seventh, and look at the gap between those 6 riders. 0.6 of a second. Incredible. Vinales in 8th, Espargaro goes round at the top 10, and Hitchbarber scores the final point, and our fastest lap by 1.5 seconds faster than Rossi, as we consolidate third place now in the championship, 54 points back of the Italian who leads his teammate by 14 points. Ian only in fourth, he's just 5 points ahead of Marquez, with Dovi 6th, Vinales 7th, Pedrosa down in 8th in the championship. And this spot goes around at the top 10 in the championship as well. As in the constructors standings, to take another 5 points out of Yamaha, now 17 points back. Honda have really fallen back in third and are 33 points ahead of Suzuki with Pura having 2 points in fifth. So just a race, just a weekend we needed, but not the result we wanted really, apart from the win. You know, we had Rossi behind in second, we wanted Marquez or Ian only to win that battle, as we improve our braking and agility.
Hi, some very interesting offers have arrived. Do you want to look at them together?
No, I do not. We are sticking to this Ducati, as we are charging for this title, over 2 wins back at the moment, as we head to Misano next time out and the World Circuit Marco Simoncelli. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, which began with Misano. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.